Black History Month is important because it allows us to dive deep into certain information and certain things that you're not really taught in the public school system.
I remember in high school, there were so many things I just didn't learn about. It was sort of like, let's talk about Martin Luther King Jr. and then we were done. And maybe if we were lucky, we got to talk about Malcolm X too. And I just think it's so important for us to recognize our past so that way we can move forward toward a better future.
How many people here in Oklahoma took Oklahoma history and not once talked about the Tulsa Race Massacre? How many people took Oklahoma history and were not taught about hundreds of people who were innocent people who were murdered? And I feel like if everyone knew that, there would be more sympathy, there would be more understanding, and there would be more unity amongst our races.
I was normally one of the only Black people in my classes. And so I remember whenever we were talking about anything related to Black history or slavery or Martin Luther King, all the heads would turn and stare at me, and I felt so uncomfortable. And I think Black History Month would help normalize that, so whenever topics like that are brought up into school, which is hopefully going to become more frequent, we are able to treat people with the same respect that we would treat people when we're talking about any other historical topic.
Looking at our past and at our ancestors, it makes me want to be better for our future. It makes me want to carry the torch that they carry for us, because I'm sure that some of the things that they went through, they didn't have to go through, but they did it so that we could have a better future.
For me, Black History Month is important because it shows that people like me can do what everybody else can do too. Because as a graphic designer and artist, I think it's really important to see that people like me can be excelling in this field as well. I think it's good to stay optimistic in Black History Month also. Despite all the bad that's happened, if you stay optimistic, then you create more history and then make people feel good about everything besides what happened in the past.
I think about my mother, who from a young age made me read books about African Americans, who made me read books about my history and made me understand why they were important. And so I think it just gives me so much joy. I know where I came from, and I know where I'm headed, and that's why it's so important to me.
Learning about Black history as a non-Black person, or learning about any other type of culture other than your own, really enlightens you as a person. It helps you grow. I think if you only limit yourself to what you know and what's around you, then you're limiting yourself to a world out there that can really expand your mind.
Everyone needs to celebrate Black History Month. We forget that Black History Month sets the framework for America so much. Like, we would not be here without the people that have made this country successful. We would not be where we are without Black people. And to take just a month out of the year to remember them and how important they are and how they make us who we are, they make us the great people that we are, it's important. So take the time to do so.